Hello everybody, Crafty here, and welcome to a review of Magic 2015. Now this just released today, and I have to say, well, just watch the review and find out. I am very happy to report that a lot of people have seen my 2014 review, so I hope they all returned for this one. This game is a little bit different than 2014. When you first open up the game, you are instructed to play through the tutorial. Once you do the tutorial, you are then asked to choose a color. That color then determines what pre-constructed deck you can choose from. I chose black, so from those choices, I was allotted 4 pre-constructed decks, one each responding to a corresponding color. White, red, green, and blue. So I had black, blue, black, green, black, red, black, white to choose from, pre-constructed decks. I chose black, blue. Once you choose your color, you are then instructed to face your final quest to prove your worth. Once you beat the tutorial, you can then edit your deck. Well, you get a pack, and you get a rare out of that one little booster pack. Then you can go through and face the normal campaign. Through the campaign, you unlock more cards with booster packs. Now, let me tell you the inherent difficulty that I had beginning this game. I consider myself a knowledgeable Magic player, a decent one at that. When I chose black-blue and played the tutorial was red-green. However, through 6 attempts on stream, I was throttled, absolutely hammered by the tutorial. This is not the way to introduce players to this game. Granted, I was on Planeswalker difficulty. I had to lower it to Mage in order to beat the tutorial, and even then, I barely won because he was pretty much just all attacking and blocking very poorly. And even then, I barely won. It was a poor color matchup, poor deck choice. But regardless, during that time, you can actually change your colors. If you go in and you change your colors to another deck just to beat the tutorial, you are stuck with those colors. So if you go in and you choose a red-white deck, even though you wanted to play black-blue, if you beat the tutorial, you're stuck with red-white. You can't go back and change. So you are stuck with the pre-constructed deck that you are given. At that point, you have 61 cards in your deck. In the single player, you can then go to the campaign. To the campaign, you start off in Innistrad. You cannot go to the other planes until you do them sequentially. Starting with Innistrad, you have challenges that you must do. When you do the challenges, this one is nothing but a zombie deck, so they're all like 2/2 creatures. This one is a curse deck, so you're facing nothing but curses. This one's all vampires, and then you face Avacyn, which is a bunch of white weenies, Cloud Shift. It's a really poorly built deck. I slaughtered her. As soon as you beat Avacyn at the end of Innistrad, you get your first real booster, which is 10, 15 cards. I don't really know how much it was. But you get a rare in it and 3 uncommons, and the rest are commons. But through the challenges, you get mini boosters. You get little 3-card packs. Now, through this time, and it was a major complaint of mine, which I have written down here over and over and over again, was the fact that you could not add a 3rd color. So those little mini boosters, even though I was getting a different color, and they were actually somewhat good cards, I could not add them to my deck at that time. I was stuck playing black-blue. Now, I went on a lot of rants on stream about how crappy that was. Apparently, that is not the case, because as soon as you beat Innistrad, you unlock your booster. You also cannot open your premium boosters until you beat the Innistrad one. You can now unlock the other colors. This was not the screen I wanted to go to, but these are all of the cards that you can unlock normally via the game's in-game booster system. These are the cards you can unlock. Looks like a lot, right? Well, the thing is, there are certain cards, I'm not sure if I touched on this yet because I was ranting earlier, maybe I did. There are only certain cards you can unlock via the premium packs. The premium packs, these are the cards you can only unlock via premium packs. Premium packs cost you $1.99, and you get 10 cards. These are the cards I have unlocked so far because I pre-ordered the game, which gave me one premium pack, and I played Magic 2014, which gave me a premium pack. So these are the cards that I unlocked. I was going on a rant earlier because I opened a doubling season, which I could not use at the time. So when I first started the review, I actually went in and was thoroughly corrected, because now I can actually add additional colors. So do not get discouraged at the beginning of the game like I did, because you can actually create multiple decks now. Once you beat Innistrad, you can create multiple decks and multiple colors. Do not get discouraged. I should have mentioned that earlier, so you might actually get to it. But when you are editing your deck, first off, there's no more sealed. There's no more plane chase. There's no other modes. This is it. This is the only thing you get in this game, is this. You get deck building. People were pissing and moaning about not having deck building in Magic Duels of the Planeswalkers. Guess what? You got it. And guess what? It's the only thing you got. So this is blue-black. Some of the cards are already edited in. Thankfully, I got a Sanguine Bond with a couple lifelink. This was the rare I got at the end of the tutorial, and one of the reasons I picked black-blue, by the way. These are the cards I've unlocked so far, and as you can see, I can actually add them to my deck now. I can actually make triple color decks, which is wonderful. This is a card I got. This is a premium-only card. This is a premium-only card. This is a premium-only card. So, as you can see, premium-only cards are actually somewhat good. They're not game-breaking, but they are definitely somewhat better than the cards you can actually get via the normal game. Now, as you can see, you can make any deck you wish. You can sort by color. So, only my black-blue cards show. You can, add other colors, colorless, blah, blah, blah. You can sort by cost, which is awesome. The rarity, which is good. And card type, which is fantastic. You can also add your own lands. So if you needed certain specific type of lands, it's great. The other thing, you can only create 60 card decks. You cannot create more than 60 card decks. It will yell at you. So if I added another land here and hit done, save and quit. Or is that a bare minimum? Anyway, I'm not sure. We'll go with that. I'm not sure. It says I have 61. I think this is just the base borderline that it wants you to stay at. Obviously, you should stay at 60 cards, but maybe you can play with more than 61 cards. I don't really care to find out because I'm not going to go above 60 cards, and neither should you. But this is cool. It tells you how many creatures you have, how many spells you have, and how many lands you have in the deck, and obviously your mana curve. This is almost the base deck, so don't yell at me for my curve. But in that aspect, that's pretty good. Again, before you defeat Innistrad, you are forced into playing your colors. You cannot edit your deck to add additional colors until you beat the Innistrad campaign. You cannot open packs of premium... you can't open your premium packs until you beat the Innistrad one. This is good as well because this actually gives you the ability to reconstruct your original precon, but you can also do a custom deck too, which is of your own make. So you don't have to stick with your original colors like you were originally pretty much forced into. So I'm glad that pretty much 3/4 of my complaints were pretty much gotten rid of at that standpoint. You cannot, and we did test this on stream, you cannot go back and farm challenges for packs. We went back and did 2 challenges, and I did not get additional mini booster packs for that. So you cannot farm challenges that you have already completed for booster packs. Let's see here. Again, you must beat Innistrad to access multiplayer and premium packs. You can play tricolored because apparently after you defeat Innistrad is when the entire game opens up. So until you beat the Innistrad campaign, you pretty much can't do jack diddly crap. So yeah, pretty much all my other complaints are gotten rid of. Let's do a create match. Yeah, these are your options: 2-player, 3-player, and 4-player, free for all. Let's do a 4-player. Maybe there is a... No, there isn't. Okay. There's no two-headed giant. There's no two-headed giant. There's no plane chase, no sealed. So this is literally the only thing you get when you play Magic 2015. You can go to the shop. You can buy premium boosters, like I said, for $1.99 each, which are usable in campaign and PvP, which only contain a certain card set, as you saw earlier. You can pause the video, go back through it. You can actually buy card collections. Buy card collections, there you go. You can buy all the 2015 cards in the game for $10. You can unlock all the cards from Innistrad, all the cards from Theros, all the cards from Ravnica, all the cards from Chandalar, and all the cards from Zendikar. This game has completely and utterly monetized Magic. Not that it wasn't before, but in the aspect of paper Magic versus this, as far as I know, if whatever you buy in 2015 is not going to carry over to any other game. You know, anything you bought in 2014 did not carry over to this, so, and why should it? But money you sink into this game for premium packs, sure, you're going to get decent cards, whatever. Probably not going to carry over. And this brings me to another thing. I read in the forums, and I have not tested this yet because I don't have the card pool for it yet, but you can only have one copy of a Mythic card in a deck, 2 copies of a rare card in a deck, 3 copies of an uncommon card in a deck, and up to 4 copies of a common card in a deck. So what this means is, it is limiting you to, you can't run 4 Baneslayer Angels and hope to wipe everybody off the board. In that respect, again, I can't confirm that, but I wanted to put this review up as fast as possible, but that is what I saw in the forums. I understand why they would do that, because it means you can't just, like I said in my example, you can't just run 4 Baneslayer Angels and wipe every single person off of the map. But it does limit you into... I thought I quit without saving, but okay. It's nice in that respect, because that means people can't run you over with multiple copies of things they bought 15, 20 premium packs. So it's nice in that respect, but also, you can only buy so many. You know what I'm saying? You can't just buy all the premium packs, because you're going to start getting duplicates that you can't use. So while Magic 2015 feels like a pay-to-win, in certain aspects it is, in certain aspects it is not. So to wrap it up, would I suggest purchasing Magic 2015? If you have Magic 2014, I would consider just continuing that. I don't know. See, people are probably going to jump to this game anyway. It's $10 to get into it, and you really don't have to sink another dime into it. So in that regards, if you like deck building, if you like limited options of play, if you like only multiplayer, and you like deck building, you can technically play Magic 2015 all the way through. It's just going to be a grind. But if you like options, maybe the other Magic games are going to be better and more beneficial to you, because I love sealed. But the fact that you can actually create multicolor decks, you can create other decks, which, again, you can't get until you beat the Innistrad campaign, thankfully, because, like I said, all the complaints I had about this game were pretty much because of that. It's okay. For $10, I will rescind all the garbage I spewed about this game earlier on stream. And I will say, at $10, this game is worth it to get. Just be mindful that it is extremely, extremely limited in what this game can do. Expect to grind a lot to get your cards, to get a decent deck. Don't go jumping into multiplayer once you beat Innistrad, because you will probably get wrecked. But, you know, just, $10, you can't go wrong. So I'm actually going to suggest it, you know. So if you want to pick up Magic 2015 for the PC, I have this for the PC. I will be more than happy to play with you. My name is CraftyCritter on Steam. Just look me up. And I will see you around on multiplayer, possibly after I beat the campaign and get a lot of cards, which might take me quite a while. And it'll take you quite a while as well. Thank you guys for watching. My name's Crafty. Unless you're willing to sink money into this game, don't expect to get a lot out of it. That's pretty much what it boils down to. Take care, bye-bye, and game on.